So I'm in Selfridges and I'm in Manchester, and I've gone through the whole store, 2 floors, and I found 10 things, 8 things actually, which are in here. So we're going to try them on. It's that little naughty designer trial moment. Some of the things I chose were that sense of buy what you've already got, which is not the way we should all shop, but think about the difference to what you already have in your wardrobe. So, first thing was this Paco Rabanne. They're all prohibitively expensive, okay? I'm just telling you my thought process. And this is everything that my H&M is, but with a bit more. So I have an H&M one, which has a sleeve like that, and then it has a collar like that. And this is a stretchy polo neck, and the sleeve is everything. And what I love about the sleeve is that they've done the inside of the sleeve in a double finish. So it's weighty and fluted, and it will never lose its shape. And it's that element that you would never find in a high street store, that extra bit of fabric that, you know, every inch of fabric in high street fashion is thought through and costed. And in designer, they think, let's do a double insert sleeve, and then let's make the price. So, Paco Rabanne, God rest his soul, who died this year, was this designer who started off and was incredibly famous in the 60s. And many people wore his clothes, including Jackie O, another iconic 1960s Audrey Hepburn, very famous in Funny Face. I think she wore a Paco Rabanne dress. And he was known for sequins. He was really the king of sequins. I mean, before that it was showgirls in Vegas. And I love the way they do sequins. I have a sequin skirt from him. It was really expensive, but it's something that you've got to, when you buy sequins, you've got to buy them for life because they're plastic. So you've got to think, will they be for life in my wardrobe? So I would never now buy a sequin that I wouldn't think, when I'm 80, will I wear this? That's literally my methodology. Now, when I'm 80, will I be able to have a big enough house to store the clothes that I have bought saying when I'm 80 I'll wear them? I don't know. But the sleeve is long enough. I have tried on this in Harvey Nichols in one size up, and this actually is good. I look at the back, I think, how's that line? Now, that does up there and that undoes there. I don't like that little pop. That's like something you get in Zara. So what I'd have to do is I would actually put a popper in there so you wouldn't have that opening, because I think that looks quite cheap. They haven't put a zip in because it's really difficult when you've done... This is also cut on the bias sequins, and that's why it works so well, because the sequin really should be this way, and they've done it this way, and it just gives a really beautiful shape to the sequin. Super, super special top. Also, this is a Paco Rabanne blazer, and the reason I've got it on today is I was a Trinny Tribe member for Friday Twinning, and I saw it on her through her coat. I literally saw this much of a slither, and I thought she's got the Paco Rabanne blazer on. So it inspired me to want to try it on again. And I also saw this on Jenna Lyons in New York. She had a Helmut Lang one in her wardrobe, and she wasn't wearing it. She said, Trinny, if I don't wear it anymore, I'll give it to you, but she hasn't knocked on my door yet, so I'm trying this one on. With anything, this would just be a wonderful piece. The issues are twofold though. As soon as I put it on, I notice how high the button is, because Paco Rabanne is French, and French designers cut for French women. So French women generally are a bit shorter, and they have longer leg and a shorter waist. So they are going to just be not the right thing for me, but this has got longer sleeves. Acne is one of my favourite designers because they just have always done that Scandi, slightly different fashion for a while. Now, I shouldn't love this because it's chenille, and Susanna and I used to complain about chenille when M&S did it in their jumpers. But this is Acne doing chenille. So I'm like, first of all, the sleeve is everything. The colour is divine. It's not that tight at the neck, and I probably want to make it like that at the neck. But as a jumper, the coziness factor is beyond so much, and I love it. And the structure's amazing, but what's interesting is if I didn't have the shoulder pad top on underneath, I'm just going to show you how different it would look. Because what happens is, because the shoulder pad is not holding up there, you suddenly see this kind of outline of tit in a rather lapsed way of you know, breasts that are facing south. And it's just, you know, then a tendency to slouch. Would I ever buy this jumper? No. But with the shoulder pad, it's fine. What I love about this, I love the colour, but the cut of these trousers on me, they just do nothing. They're just squat bad scrunch bumps. Square bottom.
You what? SpongeBob?
But the colour is everything. And they've done a really low line for that blazer. But if I look at the back again, I don't like the way that the fart flap here is actually, at this point, I wish it was a bit higher. I think the shape is really pretty, Victoria Beckham, but the length is wrong because it's just like that's a weird length for me. But I do like the back wing. We have a zip here, it's cut on the bias again, not cut on the bias this season, which means the sleeves feel a bit twisty, like you need to twist them back. But the colour is not my colour, so it's not my colour and it's 2 inches too short. Perfect reasons not to go anywhere near it. The person probably known for stars is Isabel Marant because she did a lot of star jumpers and star shirts and things, and this is Max Mara, little cord, and for me, I do love the colour, and I wear these kind of things when I travel, so I'm always looking for something which would be a great colour. I know it sounds mad that I'd wear it when I travel, but I just sometimes get off the plane and have to go straight to things, and with a coat it would look good. It's actually a really pretty shade. I like it with the boot like that tucked in as opposed to looking pyjama-y. You could though do it with an evening shoe. I love the colour. And I think if I got it, it would be because I'm looking at the colour. The sleeve though is a tiny bit short. That's probably because I'm wearing a short belt underneath and it makes the sleeve a bit shorter. There's a reason McQueen is McQueen, because that silhouette is so McQueen. And Nisha, what would we say here?
To tutu or not to tutu?
That's the question. And when you are, you know, somebody who tutued last in your ballet skirt 50 years ago, you just think, should I or shouldn't I? But I think the jacket is beautiful. The sleeve is just about okay. This is a classic McQueen cut. It's a very, it's always, I say he because Lee was thing, but it's Sarah Barton now. And then that sort of lapel always goes up. Most lapels can be like that, and it's that lifted lapel, which is so him. And also the real waistline definition and the single button, and something always interesting with the curve of the pocket. So just the cut. Generally there'll be a double seam underneath the arm, and that also helps to give this real defined shape on your waist, and that's what a double V insert will do. And the skirt is fantastic. You'd want that sheerness of leg. I don't think I'd want to have my boot so high. I might do it with a black ankle boot. And you want to keep it a bit rock and roll. I wouldn't do it with a high stiletto. But it's magnificent. The thing is, there isn't a bloody pocket in the skirt. I really want a pocket. Cost, I wouldn't even go there because the cost is like crazy cost. If you want to have those cool vibes and you're somebody where you don't like to wear a classic black tie or you don't like to wear a classic smart outfit, wearing something like this would just, you'd feel, whatever your age, you'd feel cool. That's it, my little window shopping today, I'm afraid.